Well, you know, today was the day that that Dr. Umar Johnson had with the, I ain't gonna really call it a trial, let's say hearing on whether he was, let's see if the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, going before the board, before the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Yes, Pennsylvania is a Commonwealth, not a state. Just like Kentucky, just like Virginia, just like Massachusetts. Pennsylvania is a Commonwealth. Of practicing, of being a licensed psychiatrist and making false claims. Well, first thing first, let me give a shout out to one of my subs, the Diva Queen Lopez. She the one sent me the video, and I was looking at it and stuff. I'm gonna post that video on my Patreon account because I don't want no fuddy-duddy stuff from YouTube, you know. But all I got to say is congratulations. Congratulations to the brother, man, for beating that, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, from what I watched, the only thing that the prosecution could come up with is with some bullshit clips from his interview with the Breakfast Club, and a website screenshot from 2014. Now, I know some of my fellow YouTubers may have their little personal issue with Umar Johnson, and yeah, sometimes even I question certain things that he do. But at the end of the day, guess what? He's a brother. He's out here in these trenches. He putting in their work, and he's speaking up for us as a people. You know, I know in the past, you know, he took a little shade at Moors, and you know, cause he would, you know, the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Garveyite, RBG, so-called Black Power, this sort of thing, you know, RBG flag. You know, doesn't matter. We're all that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not about to ruin this on Prophet Noble Drew Ali's born day, you know, honoring him. Because after all, him and Marcus Garvey do know each other. But this is the one thing, see, they tried to get him on and they couldn't. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the video. The video I have of him sitting while taking the trial, I will be posting that in my Patreon account. But this one is him leaving the courtroom, so I'm gonna just go ahead and let that play, and y'all be the judge for yourselves. Give me 1 minute.
What you think about the sister? Was she fair, or you think she was? She was fair. She understood it. Oh, sure, brother. When I got out of I see what you said. Overload. I see what you said. They say that because you only give it a clip. You're showing the whole thing. So you cannot, first of all, if you objected to that shit. That's what your brother, hold that door. Mama! You're coming, man. You're looking good, bro. I'm going to 215 Raleigh with you right now. 215 Raleigh, R-E-I-L-Y. 4 minutes away. Black Power! And sisters. Black Power! Come here, bro. Black Power. Black Power! Dr. Umar Johnson, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. We live. Everybody get their camera out. You got 60 seconds. Facebook, your Instagram live, whatever you want to do. Did the attorney make it? No. Attorney Oxy didn't make it? No. All right. Brothers and sisters, This is Dr. Umar Johnson. We are live, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, capital city of Commonwealth, Pennsylvania, for Dr. Umar Johnson versus the state of Pennsylvania. The case today was about a charge against me, accusing me of holding myself out as and practicing as a licensed psychologist without a license. The evidence that they showed, and I could not believe it, everybody here saw it. The evidence that they showed were 2 clips from my 2nd and 3rd Breakfast Club interview and a screenshot from our 2014 website. Let me say this again. This is the evidence. 2 clips from our Breakfast Club interview 2 and 3 and a screenshot from our 2014 website. They show no evidence of me having conducted a single evaluation, a single therapy session. They can't find any evidence of me having ever performed any work as a clinical psychologist except under the supervision of a clinical psychologist. The case was bogus. It was nonsense. The closing argument was that I do therapy with adults. Everyone who knows me knows I specialize in what? Children. And all my work is school-based.
And you never said you was licensed.
And I never said I was licensed. This is being done, and by the way, I asked to know who made the initial complaint against me. They said that it's confidential. So it's confidential, and I have a right to know what it is or what it was.
Now, you said it's confidential. So that basically means it was some informants. Who knows? Probably somebody that's in his circle. I always say check your circle. But it could be these other 2 parties, as he's about to explain, which I strongly believe it is.
That is nonsense. I have a right to face my accuser. That is nonsense. And unfortunately, brothers and sisters, I don't think it was 1 complaint. I know it wasn't. Because every time investigators contacted me, they said they received yet another one. And I believe coons as well as Caucasians help me in this situation. But I also believe that the State Board of Psychology of Pennsylvania is jealous of the fact that an unlicensed certified school psychologist with a doctor of clinical psychology can have the type of international reputation that they do not have. This is and the reason we have to fight is because if we let them do it to any one of us, they'll do it to all of us. That's right. Stick together. And for those of y'all who have cameras, put that camera on all these brothers and sisters who came out here in the cold to support Dr. Umar Johnson. Because it's cold. This is Pennsylvania. It's ice. It's snowing. These brothers and sisters forsake their jobs, their livelihoods, their children. They got their own financial issues, as we all do, but they cared enough about Dr. Umar Johnson to come on out here. We got children. Brothers and sisters came from the West Coast, from the Midwest, from the deep South. Parents came with their children to support me, and I just want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you. And even if one thing I don't like about this is the decision gets made by the state board who are not even present. The hearing officer is only the mediator. So she doesn't make the decision. She makes a recommendation. She don't make the decision. She makes a recommendation to the State Board of Psychology, who you know can't stand my guts. So I'm saying all that to say, no matter what the outcome, we still gonna fight. Yes, sir. We got a school to build. Yes, sir. Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, State 2119. Black people will have the last laugh. 215 Raleigh Street, brothers and sisters. That's where we going now. 215 Raleigh. Oh wow.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. Only thing, like I say, I can just say congratulations, Dr. Umar. But as you see him, he said it again. He's still talking about building the school and all that stuff like that. Here's my advice to that. Well, it's already been beaten though. But in the court of public opinion, just tread lightly on that. That's my thing with that. I mean, I still stand with Dr. Umar Johnson. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said before the beginning of this video, he's out there, he's in the trenches, he's on the front line, he's putting in that work. He's speaking up against racism and white supremacy and stuff like that. I personally wish that him and Tariq Nasheed, they need to come to some type of common ground and settle this shit like men, instead of blasting each other on social media, blah, 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 this and that. Take this shit behind closed doors, sit down at the table, and come together like men. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as these charges had came up against Dr. Umar, you seen a lot of the YouTube coons that came out and were throwing shade at him. Whether it was from Jay Miller or whether it's from the Anthony Brown Logans and all these other clowns and all that stuff like that. And I truly believe it was nothing but coons and crackers that they collaborated. Because like I told you before in my last video about Richie Hocognito and his teammate who cooned to come to defend him, defend the known racist. The coons and crackers are always going to collaborate together. They're locked in, arm in arm. It's like bacon and eggs, gravy and grits, flies on shit. Because look, Umar, you got a platform. Tariq, you got a platform. Both of y'all got platforms bigger than mine. And the last thing you need to say, man, look, nobody don't need to see this, nobody don't need to hear this and stuff like that. And see that, and like I say, both of them bring a lot of good, valid points and all that. But Umar, I'm gonna tell you like this, for real. Now I'm speaking from a Moorish perspective. Me being a Moor. I know you all love to get out there and shout the Black Power thing and all that too, but it's about time, dog, to embrace the Constitution, embrace the nations, proclaim your nationality. It's time to stop playing games and get real about this. Because trust and believe me, these Peckerwoods ain't done with you yet. You know what I'm saying? They gonna try to find some other way to try to get at your ass. And the only thing I can say, brother, just be careful. Just tread lightly, bro. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Y'all go ahead, share, subscribe. You can also check me out on my Patreon account, and also as well on Black Junction TV, where I also upload my videos from as I make the mass exodus away from ScrewTube to there. Yeah, so let that other individual know, yeah, we got our own version of YouTube and it's more better, and we got another one coming. So you can pump your brakes on that. Anyway, make sure you have your notifications turned on. With that said, congratulations to Dr. Umar Johnson on the victory. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. No more talk. Peace and love. I'm out.